You are so busy fixing the issue that's happening right now. The wheelchair that won't charge, the handicap wheelchair, the lift that won't go down in the handicap van, the door got stuck open, there's water damage from plumbing. You're so into fixing you can't kind of see long term. I'm really good with chaos. Yes, I feed off of it most of the time.
How old are you?
14. Yeah, wow.
You're not 14. Is it your birthday?
Birthday.
Say.
What is that?
My sister, who's profound low-functioning autism, was born 1 year and 5 days before me. So from the time I was born, I had somebody that was extremely high needs, about my same age, living with me. She needs help with everything: toileting, showering, brushing her teeth. She's precious, but she is a lot of work. When I was 6 years old, my mom was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and she has the most aggressive form of that, so it's secondary progressive. In my high school years, she started using almost consistently a walker or wheelchair.
It looks like you're crying. Are you crying again? Are you crying and your eyes sing?
And then my dad, I think that his disability kind of compiled on itself through the years. He was a combat Marine. He was doing a little bit of boxing for them, I think. He went to Vietnam. He did a tour there, and then he came home in 69, got married in 70, had my sister in 71, had me in 72. There was just a lot that he had on his plate, and it was kind of like the sicker my mom got, the sicker my dad got, but it was in two different directions. My mom got very sick physically, and my dad got very sick mentally. In turn, he sort of isolated, like I couldn't have friends over, ever. I wasn't really supposed to talk about it, ever. He was so critically OCD and paranoid schizophrenic that, like, even my own daughters couldn't go over to their house. Many times, all throughout my daughters' lives, I can't remember many times that I was home for dinner because I was always there. You know, I'd get off work and I'd call it sweeping, paying the bills, cleaning the kitchen, changing the diapers, making sure everything's done, always taking them to their appointments.
I just want you to stay. I don't want you to. I feel so guilty about you.
What, Dad?
So I won't say that anymore. But
Dad, everybody goes through this with their parents. Everybody. Everybody has moments with their parents that they get sick. My kids are going to go through it with me. Right?
yeah, God.
After my dad died, because nothing was in place, they couldn't be alone. So I moved in with my mom and sister for about a year, but I realized after a year that I needed to go home. My baby was going to be a freshman. She was still living in our house without me. So with that, having my sister move in with my 14-year-old at the time, 15, it was a stranger moving into the house that she'd had no exposure to. I'm very dependent on, especially my husband, because finding help is really, really difficult. She does go to day services. It starts at 8:30 in the morning and it ends at 2:30. However, my school day starts at 7:45 and ends at 3:05. And when I'm coaching, it's 5 o'clock. So we're begging, borrowing, and stealing time from each other all the time. My school has been so accommodating, and so I don't teach a first hour anymore. But like today, it was a finals day, and so I had to be there for first hour. So then it kind of creates this chaos in the morning where, you know, what are we going to do? Does he have to be at work? And then most every night we go see my mom in her nursing care facility. Sit down. Don't steal her food. No, Kathy, no. Kathy, no.
Do you have my car keys?
Yes.
Where are they?
It is really a different lifestyle. So I think what I've lost is a lot of freedom. If there are families out there and the plan is later on for maybe a sibling to take care of another sibling that might need help later someday. I think finding a good attorney, getting a supplemental needs trust set up. I mean, there are so many things that happen in families with disabilities, and because it's so much chaos, you're so into fixing you can't kind of see long term. And so when all of this happened, when my dad died, and there was nothing set up. I wasn't even a conservator yet for my sister. They had no plans for the house. So I'm just going to say that maybe saving the kids that are going to be doing that work for you later a little bit of so much stress would be kind of setting those things up before anybody passes on. It's a choice.